This video, we're going to talk about using the addition property of equality to solve linear equations. We're going to solve problems that are like those in 9.1, number 5, 7, 9, 47, and in my math lab, there is a set of problems called vocabulary and readiness check. And we're going to do the ones that are like VRC 9 and VRC 13 as well. So those are your top problems in your textbook. Before you get into your actual set of homework problems, there's some vocabulary and readiness check problems. And those are after you've watched the video. Lots of times you should be able to answer those vocabulary and basic idea questions before you jump into the homework. All right, let's go ahead and get started here. First one is -6 is equal to 9 plus x. Let me just show you the idea of what's going on with the equal sign here. The equal sign, we have a scale here, actually a balance like this, and things need to be the same on both sides. So on this side here, we have an expression that says -6. And on this side over here, we have an expression that says 9 plus x, and they are in balance right now. So whatever I do on the left side of the scale here, I have to do on the right side of the scale over here of balance, keep them in balance. So I want to get x all by itself in this box on the right. So I want to take 9 out from this side. So I have to do the same thing on the left-hand side over here. So I'm going to subtract 9 from both sides so that I stay in balance. That gives me an x on the right-hand side, and -6 minus 9 is a -15. So whatever I do to the left side, I have to do to the right side. Whatever I do to the right side, I have to do to the left side. We usually write our answer so that it is with the letter on the left-hand side, x equals -15. Next problem is r minus 8 and 7/10 is equal to -8 and 6/10. So I'm going to add 8 and 7/10 to both sides. R is equal to 1/10. Now I have x minus 4/5 is equal to -3/35. So I'm going to add 4/5 to both sides. When we add fractions, we have to have common denominators. So this is -3/35, and this is 28/35. So this is going to be a -3 plus 28/35 is 25/35. This is 5 times 5. This is 5 times 7. So my answer comes out to be 5/7. And plus 6 is equal to 5 and 3/10. So we're going to subtract 6 from both sides. I'm going to put a 0 there, just so my decimal places line up. 3. The negative is bigger. We'll keep the sign of the bigger number, and I'm going to find the difference in their absolute values since their signs are different. their difference is 7/10, so n is a negative 7/10. X plus 1 equals 3. Subtract 1 from both sides, and x is equal to 2. S minus 9 is equal to 20. We're going to add 9 to both sides. Get S is equal to 29. If we want to check our answer with this one, we can stick 29 back in for S and see if the equation comes out to be true. 20 is 20. So don't forget that it's a good idea with any algebra equation to check your answer and make sure that both sides of the equation come out to be the same thing. Now we have negative 8 is equal to 17 plus x. So we're going to subtract 17 from both sides to get x all by itself. And we get that x is equal to a negative 25. R minus 8 and 7/10 is equal to negative 8 and 1/10. Going to add 8 and 7/10 to both sides to get r by itself. Signs are different. Bigger one's positive, so we find the difference in their absolute values is 6/10. X minus 3/5 is equal to negative 4/15. Negative 4/15 plus 9/15 is negative 4 plus 9 over 15 is 5 over 15 is 1/3. So x is equal to 1/3. Two fifths is equal to 1/3 plus f. So 2/5 minus 1/3 is equal to f. Multiply by 3 over 3 for my first fraction and 5 over 5 on my second fraction to make 6 over 15 minus 5 over 15 is equal to f. 6 minus 5 over 15 is f, so f is 1 over 15. I'm going to jump down now to a problem that was all by itself that's at the end of this section. Not the end of this section, but later in this section, 9.1, number 19. And it's just a different problem set that says simplify the equation and then use the addition property of equality. So still the same idea, but we need to do some simplification first. So we're going to use our distributive property on the left-hand side to simplify that left-hand side and this right-hand side separately before we start trying to solve. Now I'm going to use my addition property of equality to get my n's on one side and my numbers on the other. So I'm going to add 4n to both sides here. 8 is equal to 4 plus n. And I'm going to subtract 4 from both sides now to get n all by itself. And n is equal to 4. All right. That's the end of our problems for the addition property of equality. Next time, we're going to come back and talk about the multiplication property of equality. And then after that, we'll come back and we'll do some problems that involve both properties of equality to solve the linear equation. All right, see you for the next video.